Welcome back to U.S. Farm Report this weekend. Time now for a check of weather, and it is Eric Snodgrass, live and in person.
Yeah.
Eric, it is so good to see
It's good to be here. Yes, it's nice and warm too, so better than where I was this morning.
Oh my gosh, 92 degrees here in San Antonio, extremely warm. I know you were in Fargo where it is extremely cold,
Yeah.
but I'm talking to a lot of producers here. They are worried about drought.
Yeah.
They are worried about these dry conditions, especially in Colorado, Nebraska, even areas of Kansas. We're seeing some dryness set in. Is this a pattern that will change?
Well, for here to the Delta, Mid-South, yes. I think they're going to see quite a bit of rain. I think we're going to get some severe weather out of it. But you're right, I'm very concerned about snowpack in the Rockies. I'm concerned about the snowpack like on the river system that feeds into the Platte River system through Nebraska, which is very, very dry. And the whole Mississippi is still low right now. So we still have some major issues that need to be overcome, but spring can do that. You know, the question's going to be, does it happen in time? And don't forget, last year when we were at Commodity Classic, there were dust storms come out of Texas. There was a dust storm through parts of Kansas. We were talking the same story, and by May, it was all erased. So I have to learn to be patient in spring. Just remember that spring can undo all of winter's problems in a heartbeat. And that's where we sit right now.
Well, it's hard to forget last year because there was also a lot of talk about dryness and that concern, and that was really fueling some of the market conversations.
Yeah.
But as we look right now, we're transitioning out of this La Nina, we're transitioning into El Nino.
Right.
Has that happened yet? Kind of where do we stand in that transition?
It's happening fast, actually. Very rapid. In fact, in my career, I don't think I've ever seen a La Nina die as fast as this one. So the issue here is how quickly do we get El Nino-like behavior? And what you're going to notice is because all of the weather forecast models make the ocean temperatures very warm on both sides of North America, they're all going after very aggressive rainfall. So if you looked at a map right now of the forecast precip for the summer, it's just like wet for everybody except for Arizona. And that's always concerning because anytime I see the model swing for the fences, I'm like, okay, I've seen it lose before. I want to make sure that I really see how things shape up. And if you ask me, I would say watch your drought pockets as they stand in the plains right now. That's going to be my main focus. But I think we're going to be wiping it out throughout the Delta, parts of the Southeast, and maybe as far back as southern Texas. So it may be raining here very, very soon with some nasty storms too. So we'll wait.
But is there talk that this could be a strong El Nino?
Yeah.
And really, what does that mean for producers watching?
It could be. I think right now we're looking at ocean temperatures that could be more than 1.5 degrees above average. And if you look historically, last time we saw this would have been 2015, and that was a big one. 2023 was the most recent El Nino event, but the timing was way different. So I don't know if there's a good precedent for it, like, oh, go look at this year. And so as a result, we're all going to be just watching it carefully to see how it transitions.
Eric Snodgrass of Nutrient, thank you so much for
bet.
joining us. We appreciate it. Well, weather, that is one of the wild cards, of course, we are watching with the markets. But what else? We did see some movement on the biofuels front, but what is it going to take to finally push these commodity prices higher? That is exactly what we're talking about with our live discussion of U.S. Farm Report, our market discussion with Chip Flory, Naomi Bloom, and Arlen Suderman. That happens next.
You're watching U.S. Farm Report. Trusted, timely, tradition.